Leading our journey today is Bishop Timothy Doherty, Bishop for the Diocese of Lafayette-in-Indiana.
Temptation, how do I control it? The theme is based on this Sunday's Gospel reading, Jesus is tempted by the devil. In these podcasts, we will examine several themes, and temptation is one of them. The word becomes part of our spiritual vocabulary, so we notice temptation when it happens. Vocabulary is important for our even noticing things. We notice more about choral music when we know the words soprano, alto, tenor, and bass or baritone. A temptation is an enticement to doing something wrong or evil. For example, I was tempted to teach you without doing some homework on this subject. Would you believe that I once took a one-semester course on today's gospel? There's more going on here than a peculiar record of Jesus' conversation with the devil. So I went to the wonderful index in the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which is available both in book form or online. It defines temptation as putting a thing or person in place of God. The Catechism tells us that this temptation is constant for all of us. Things that tempt us to reduce our connection to God are common enough. Zero time for prayer, intemperate use of food or drink, getting overtaken by sports, overwork, time spent gossiping, or what some people today call death scrolling on one's own smartphone. Today's Gospel from Luke portrays another kind of temptation, us tempting God, trying to bargain with God to let us get away with something. Paragraph 540 in the Catechism teaches that, quote, by the solemn 40 days of Lent, the Church unites herself each year to the mystery of Jesus in the desert. So, what can you and I do to be on guard against temptation? First, I suggest expanding your spiritual vocabulary by reading the Catechism on this subject, and maybe the whole section on the Christian moral life. Second, keep watch in prayer. Sit silently with Christ and examine whether various attractions or affections are bringing us closer to God or away from God. We may also have an experience of an odd sort of a temptation, a conflict between two apparently good things. We have to choose between studying for an important school exam or instead going out to hang with our friends. Third, know that the holy sacrifice of the Mass is the perfect prayer of the Church. And at Mass, the Holy Spirit helps us to pray and maybe to know what are the main and most bothersome temptations in our life. This Lent, do not be afraid to utilize any combination of these suggestions. Thank you for spending time with me today. Join us again tomorrow as we continue our Lenten journey together. God bless you.